to Sensational Sex audio series. You're about to hear one of Australia's leading experts in understanding the psychology of sexual behaviour. Dr. Janet Hall, speaker, hypnotherapist and author of 4 books, many audio tape programs and the unique software program Goalmaker, is your guide now in the art of sexual success. Jan's gift is to make psychological information user-friendly, easily understood and easy to apply. For over 25 years, she's given people clarity and direction from her Accelerated Success Centre in Melbourne. Enlightening and entertaining, Jan affirms, encourages and empowers you to make changes that will have long-term positive effects for the rest of your life. You'll benefit immediately from the information Jan gives, but like all audio recording programs, we highly recommend frequent listening. By committing to regular listening and following through with Jan's suggestions, you will benefit by anchoring in the positives that make sex safe, pleasurable and sensational. Please note that in order to make her sexual advice easily understood, it may be necessary for Jan to talk openly at times, even bluntly about sexual behaviour. So an implicit agreement for you in listening to this sensational sex tape series is that you will not be offended by any of the material that is covered. Please also take responsibility in using this material at an adult level. It's not appropriate for minors to be listening to this sexually explicit coverage. I have pleasure in introducing you to my friend and colleague, Dr. Janet Hall.
This is all about overcoming premature ejaculation. So let's start out by asking just what is premature ejaculation? 2 words that are definitely not music to most men's ears. After all, who wants to ejaculate too soon on purpose? No one I've met, that's for sure. And yet the sad fact is that 25% of all men ejaculate within 2 minutes of intercourse. That's within 2 minutes of inserting their penis into the woman's vagina. And it's likely that there's stacks of men suffering from premature ejaculation before they actually even get to put the penis into the vagina. Premature ejaculation is the most common sexual problem for men and their partners. Men who suffer from premature ejaculation, we'll call it PE, want to have control over the timing of their ejaculations, and for several good reasons. They may want to last longer to prolong the enjoyment, last longer to satisfy their partner, or last longer so that they can make their partner come at the same time as they do. And of course, living with premature ejaculation can be very stressful. To constantly have the anxiety of, how will I perform this time? Will I last? How long? It's devastating. It's also downright frustrating to know that deep down, an exciting and wonderful aspect of your sexual relationship is being spoiled every time. Other aspects of their lives causing insecurity and inadequacy. Some men start avoiding relationships altogether, and other men develop erection problems. How the PE affects somebody is often very different. Let's look at a few examples. There was Bill, who was 25, and he'd always come too quickly in sex. A high flyer, he worked hard and played hard, and although he could attract women, he never lasted quite long enough when he was having sex. Bill felt inadequate about the stories all the other guys described and just wished he could do something about it. And then there was John, who was 35. He experienced premature ejaculation only in the last few years, and he told no one about his problem because he was ashamed and embarrassed about it. It was difficult for him to pinpoint a reason for his PE. He'd been married for 5 years and felt disappointed and angry that he couldn't satisfy his wife, even though she said it didn't matter. And then there was Sebastian, who was 20 and drop-dead gorgeous, a John Travolta lookalike. He'd actually sworn off sex because he was sick of feeling a failure because of his PE. He was so good-looking he could pick up 3 women on a weekend in bars and pubs, and he could seduce them into bed immediately. But he said, for what? Most times my load is shot before I even get it into the pussy. Sebastian was really frozen. His PE pretty well...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?